Hello guys and welcome back to Calvino Noir. In this episode, Siska is going on her own to deal with the Zeppelin factory. She's going to find out the rest of the secrets in there. So let's send her out, talk to this guy, and see how it goes. It's Arno. Arno is our friend from previous episodes.
Arno's question fades unanswered in the darkness. Siska meets his gaze with a solemn shake of her head.
So, we have to do this without him. Maybe if we wait a little longer.
It wouldn't make a difference. He's not coming. A simple question of money. He wants more. I have nothing left to give to him. He figures he's in the clear with Rondane now that Ignatz won't link him to the town hall documents.
Sadly, I cannot say that I'm surprised. It's just that I hoped for more this time. After everything that happened during those first few days of peace, I think he just wanted to protect himself. Not caring was a sensible choice. Now, the habit has become the man.
Okay, let's find out. Do you know him for a long time?
Have you known him for a long time?
Since the last days of a war which destroyed more than we can ever rebuild.
Well, you have surprise coming then in few years, because there is another war within few years coming.
Wilt was on the run from his regiment after killing a senior officer. A spat over a woman, a girl. One morning my unit swept through a small town near Passau, foolishly hoping to find supplies amongst the ruins. Instead, I found Wilt, starving and alone, hiding from the world and delirious from exhaustion.
You didn't kill him?
I knew he was not one of ours, but something about his pathetic and weary eyes. I hesitated, only for a second. It was enough. I too deserted and we survived together somehow in the rubble for a few months. Not long after that, peace came.
He didn't go home afterward?
Wilt cannot go home. The hangman's noose awaits him back in London, and he knows it. He lives like the lost exile he is. Forever temporary in a place that he doesn't understand and which doesn't want him. He tried swapping Vienna for Turin once. It made little difference. He was back here after only a few months.
I was tough on him earlier.
If you're worried you upset him, I wouldn't waste your time. He doesn't let much get to him anymore. Now we should move.
Alright then, so we find out a little bit about the Wilts. His life wasn't that great. Oh no, not the least again. Let's go on it. We have to investigate the Zeppelin factory, so we'll go on the lift, because I think that's what we want to do. And go for the roof and see how it goes. Can you see things happening? No?
Do you mind?
Well, Siska, come on. I'm a bit confused now. Where is she? You like stop the lift or something?
What is it? They'll never win.
Alright, that's where we are. I got lost for a second. That's fine. So we have no control over Arno. It's just Siska being controlled. So we're going to sneak in and investigate. We can't kill anyone because we have no ways of killing. None of them is capable of actually killing people. So we have to be careful here. We'll have to walk more than we normally do. That's fine. I don't want to go down, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's investigate this door though. Let's just look first. Whoa, what is this thing? Well, there's crazy lights going. That's very unusual for the time period, to be honest.
Smoke bellows from the colossal lip of the cooling tower. The stirrings of some steel titan echo from the cavernous chamber below.
Keep going. We need to find access to the lower levels.
Okay, so that's the plan. Lower levels, that's fine. I really like it how you slowly discover the story of these people, how you learn about their past and what they've been doing and stuff. And generally the setting, I like it a lot.
Arno spits roughly, his throat coated with soot like bitter black chalk. Coal chimney silhouettes lurk in the smog, a thin forest of burned and barren tree trunks.
Whatever is inside, it's not a small-scale operation. The factory appears to have its own source of power.
I think it's also nice that the story happens in Europe. That's a big change to pretty much everything in this time period happening in the US on the movies that I watched. There isn't many movies from the Europe between the wars. At least I haven't watched that many,
Now
but
and
then
human voices echo throughout the metal shafts connecting the lower levels.
We should be careful. It'll be harder to deal with any guards now that Wilt isn't around.
then I'm not really that much into the movies from this period, to be honest, so we'll have to see. Really annoyed that I can't control the guy, Arno. He just kind of walks behind me and does whatever he has to do. Which may cause us some troubles, because he may actually not be able to hide sometimes. So I would like to keep him like in here when I go and investigate. Okay, nobody downstairs, let's go. That's a long path to go. Let's check the door. Again, nobody there, that's fine. There's a lot of machinery in here.
Whirring, hammering and drilling reverberates down the factory's corridors and air shafts.
Some of this reminds me of an automobile plant. But the dimensions of the components suggest something much bigger and heavier.
Are they building tanks? Don't know. Could be. There is some sort of big wheel over there. I have no idea what came before. Not this stage of the game, at least, yet. You see, there is a guard downstairs. I could see the lights. Okay, let's investigate in here. We'll see how it goes.
The squeal from nearby loudspeakers pierces the din. Moments later, the factory noise has receded. The tannoy transmits a sharp intake of breath. After a half-second pause, the speaker begins, his voice fervent and tinny.
Day 264 of Project Night Shift announcements will be followed by a special message from Mr. Baynor. Announcement: Throttle service disruption has been resolved. Maintain second-order targets of 6 completed units per week. Announcement: Quality must be assured. A cartridge failure rate of 2% is unacceptable. Announcement: Testing safety is paramount. Report cartridge leaks immediately. Assembly line fatalities must be reduced. Announcement: All workers to down tools for a special message from Mr. Baynor.
I would like to reassure our workforce that despite recent reports of abuse of our technologies, Rendane products are only distributed to trustworthy clients. Your work is essential for the continued safety of resident populations. Our products are bringing about a world in which war will be impossible, a forgotten legacy of another time. Only Rendane technologies can offer the required deterrent to would-be attackers and saboteurs. Consequently, I am delighted to announce that we will soon be upgrading production lines to deliver the next generation Mark II Peace Enforcer unit.
Unscheduled announcement. Intruders detected. All security personnel to the northern assembly halls.
Alright, so we are detected. They are building some sort of peace enforcement unit, which sounds bad. Any peace enforcement unit usually is the deadly weapon, so we have to get out of here.
The tannoy clicks off, and the approach of hurried and tense voices follows immediately. Siska looks to Arno to quell her panic, but finds only her own dread reflected in his frantic breathing.
Run! Ah, we're done. I'm going to be arrested. Okay, we're in some sort of cell. Not good.
Arno stirs to the rasp of a dead bolt against a corroded steel door and opens his eyes to a cramped, unlit room. Siska lies inert on a bench in the corner. Even for a street kid, a blow like that will take a few hours to recover from. The heavy door swings open, and the room floods with light. Squinting, Arno can make out the figure of a tall man approaching through the glare.
Welcome to our facility. Though uninvited, we are not at all displeased to host you. As for your friend, the third one, is he also creeping about upstairs?
Siska has come to her senses, and with effort, sits up as she listens to Torvik's confident voice command the small space of the holding chamber.
Not very talkative, I see. I guess we have here the young firebrand, Siska, and the wily old engineer Arno. Ignash had described you as an older man.
Ignash? Did he betray us? Did he really?
Ignaz? I thought he had left Vienna.
Oh, he tried. No doubt with some degree of help from you. He almost made it too. We apprehended him and his child in Gorizia. Anyway, we aren't here to gossip about others.
Alright, so they caught him. At least he didn't betray us. I mean, it's not the best that they caught him, but at least he didn't lie to us.
Are they alive?
My dear, what do you take us for? We are in the business of hearts and minds, and a corpse will offer us neither.
What purpose does this secret facility serve?
We make no secret of it, old man. We are proud to be one of the world's leading producers of peace enforcement technology. The war left some terrible scars. I think we would all agree. Many unfairly blamed the conflict on the technologies used. They wanted to destroy an essential and honest industry. Luckily, one way or another, these idealists were defeated. Now, we understand that the only way to safeguard peace is to always be ready for war.
You build weapons?
We don't build, Arno. Our work operates on a higher level. We create fear. A perfect, productive fear.
And it continues until today. The fear everywhere from the war.
Only fear is powerful enough to deliver us along the route to peace. It is our most prized ally. I gather that you yourself have extensive experience in this field, Arno. We are all aware of the wonderful work you did as part of the Battlefield Technologies unit during...
I did not choose where my skills were put to work. Before the war, I was happy as a medical chemist.
We could use your expertise round here. Think about it. Anyway, I have some other duties to attend to now.
With those words, Torvik is swiftly out of the door, leaving Siska and Arno once more in darkness. With the sound of his footsteps receding, Siska becomes acutely aware of her throbbing head pain.
Alright, so we are stuck in here, we are arrested by them. It's not looking great. So it looks like they built some sort of weapon, either chemical weapon or something like that, that is super dangerous.
I've heard enough from Torvik Noir for today. Let's get out of here.
Siska slips a hairpin from the sole of her boot and sets to work on the rusty lock of the airshaft cover. Takes her less than 60 seconds.
My, impressive. We should leave via the roof. There are fewer guards up there.
Wait, if what Torvik said is true, we can leave this factory of death intact?
I don't see any other option.
I know better than most what these machines will be used for, Arno. The beginning of every battlefield horror has its roots in a place like this. When you look upon it, you see only steel levers, copper wires, and rubber handles. But I see something different. I see ripped and flayed flesh, scattered like meat in the streets. I see it all, Arno. The swollen eyeballs, the shattered fragments of bone, the rotten pulp of guts tangled in barbed wire. I cannot leave while this place continues to function. We must destroy this facility.
I spent all my life designing things to work well. I suppose it shouldn't be too hard to do the opposite for a few hours. Let's move before I change my mind.
Alright then, so we're going to destroy the factory. Can I control both of them? I can now, that's great. Let's lock the door behind us. Arno, you
They'll
go.
never win.
Siska, you go as well. Try not to run though, so you don't alert the guards. We'll check it out. Okay, so we have to sneak in. That's the problems we have in here. Siska, you control the door, mate, and check what's going on there. That's fine. Arno, you go up. There is a guard coming, so I need Arno up as quickly as possible.
What is it?
And Siska as well. Can you check the other door, mate, quickly before anything happens there? Go. You go as well. Even run if you have to a little bit. Okay, close the door. Ah!
They'll
He heard
never
us.
win.
We are kind of stuck there. Ah, he spotted the door. Oh, did I leave the door open? No, I haven't. Okay. So he knew about us. Okay, we have to do it better next time. No running. Okay, this time we have to do it without running and hopefully get through it. Guard is not here. Close the door and wait. They're very alert now in here, so they pay way more attention to everything that's going on than us. So we just stare there quietly and wait. Hopefully when he goes, we can actually get out of here. Siska, you go and control this door. Arno, you are not the quietest man, so you have to go there quickly.
We must not quit.
Siska as well. Oh, close the hatch. That's what I think. That's what gave us away last time. That the hatch was open. We have to close the door and make sure that there is nothing
We must not
dodgy
quit.
going on in here. Is he going to check the cell? Probably not. That's okay. The guard is coming from this door, so I have to wait for him to go down and then we can climb up as quickly as possible. Where is this guy going though? They're all going down, that's fine. No, 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 no. Go to the top. We're in this door. And what is there? Fine, and you swap and go Arno. Ah. Crap. Go, 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 go. Not sure where though. Ah. It's going to be a difficult mission by the looks of it. It certainly is. I will try to get to this point and I will come back to you guys when I get there.
What is it?
Okay, we're going to go and try another route this time. Hopefully we can get somewhere from here.
What is it?
And Siska can lead us through the top levels. Maybe that will be easier for us. Let's hope so. No, that wasn't much really. That was useless. That was a useless path. Okay, so we haven't achieved anything for that. And part of the fact that Siska kind of got up to here, that's fine. We can look through the places, that's fine. Arno, you will go as well, mate. Even run a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. And then go and close the doors behind you, because that's what we have to do. Okay. So now the plan is we have to go there.
What is it?
I'm not sure how Siska can do it. Okay, go. and lock the door. Can you go to the top level? Ooh, nope. Is he going to open the door or not? He does. Well, I have to admit I'm struggling at this point. But we can do it. I think I will just skip to the point when I actually get somewhere, because I'm keep dying here, guys. Okay, I passed most of the guards. Now I have to figure out the movement of this guy here. We want to get to the top. Well, maybe a bit of a problem there. Depends how far this guy goes. Doesn't go too far, that's okay. Siska, you go check this door first. Some sort of factory there, that's fine. Arno, you will wait. Siska, you go. We will need 2 people there, one way. That's fine. There is some paths there. There is some control machines. That's fine. Arno will have to climb the stairs as soon as this guy turns around. We'll have to climb the stairs and get out of here. Let's go quickly. So far we done okay. It's not a difficult game, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of okay. It's on my level. I'm an idiot when it comes to computer games. So it's on my level, but I find it still enjoyable, even though it's a little bit difficult for me.
I believe they're manufacturing their own vehicles to transport and launch the sulfur trioxide cartridges we saw in the distillery. This upper deck houses a central assembly computer, the master control over the production line.
Arno surveys the large computer unit before scanning the room for other equipment.
It's big, but maybe we can load the mainframe computer into the crucible on the lower deck. If we can figure out how to ignite the furnace while the computer is inside, we could completely halt all production.
Alright,
what about the workers?
Sounds like a plan.
I want to destroy this place, Arno, but I'm not going to murder people in the process.
Okay, it's a difficult decision. Maybe we could trigger the evacuation alarm first. We'll come up with the trick like that a few days ago. I think that's...
It's a difficult decision.
Sounds like plan.
Maybe we could trigger an evacuation alarm first. Wirt came up with that trick a few days ago.
Okay, that's fine. So what do we have to do now? Find the evacuation alarm.
We must not
have to use her to do it. We can load the computer down, that's fine. Will this the other machine control that? Possibly. Yeah. Okay, so that's where we operate the hook from here. Grab the computer. We're going to drop it down. Okay, that's fine. Whoa, that's some crazy physics going on there with this computer. Let's lower it down, that's fine. So I think that's the plan, to lower it to some sort of machine and then incinerate it when we can. On the condition that this rope doesn't slip. And it does. That's fine. Okay, then let's just close the gates. So there is nobody seeing us here. And then we're going to try to figure out something. You check the door. Great. Nobody there, that's fine. Alright, so this truck will take you to the incinerator, I think. Only thing we need to actually find out is how to destroy this thing. How to start the alarm and how to destroy this thing. That's the bell. That's fine. We'll do the bell. Arno, you will have to figure out what to do with this thing. Okay, alarm is on.
Arno scurries from the upper deck to the lower and flips open the safety cover housing the trolley controls. He works quickly, his fingers flying across the switches in a blur. And the last lever he toggles sends the heavy trolley careering toward me.
Almost done. Now we just need to ignite the furnace by adding the molten zinc from the crucible.
Okay, so we have the crucible. How do I operate the crucible? There is some controls there. Arno, run. Run like a windmate, because, seriously.
Instinctively, Arno locates the clunky hinges of the upper crucible. With two deft movements, he removes the steerings which hold it steady. The crucible slowly tips under its own momentum. Its volcanic ooze begins slowly, striking the mainframe with glowing chunks. Until moments later, the molten metal is flowing into the furnace, enveloping the equipment underneath.
Excellent. Now, if we can disable the cooling system of the main tower, that should ensure the fire spreads through the entire facility. We could destroy each and every one of these murderous machines.
Okay, let's find out about Arno past.
Arno, why did Torvik mention the Battlefield Technologies unit? What exactly were you doing in the war?
It is not something which I like to talk about. Because of my engineering background, I was conscripted into the Battlefield Technologies unit. I went from making compounds for medical treatments to developing biological weapons. Weapons designed to maim and destroy, to inflict. For the most part, I saw nothing of the consequences of my actions. But the generals were very happy. I was their favorite. So, I knew my designs must have been effective. It was only in the last months of the war, when defeat was imminent, that I was moved into a makeshift infantry unit. That was how I came across Wild.
You designed bombs?
Bombs, bullets, missiles, traps, and much more, my child. It was an awful time, and I've never forgiven myself for what I allowed myself to become. Looking back, maybe I had a choice. I justified my actions by convincing myself I had no alternative. Today I have a choice. Let's get to work.
Okay, let's do it. Arno, you wait. Leave it to Siska, because she knows what she's doing and you are an idiot when it comes to things like that. Go. Arno as well, get inside.
We must not quit.
Okay. Where do we have to go? That way. That is okay, we can get there. Whoa, and we cannot. Okay, at least we know there is a soldier there. I think what we're going to do, guys, we're going to finish the episode in here. I will try to go through it in another episode, because it's going to be a longer period of time it's going to take us. And I don't want this episode to be too long. So for now, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.